Greetings fellow gamers and happy new year to you all. I'm the Soulsborne Seeker and I'm kicking off 2025 with a new video showcasing 10 upcoming indie Metroidvania games you probably haven't heard of, expected to release sometime this year or later. And now, without further ado, let's dive into it. We begin our journey with Stomp and the Sword of Miracles. The story transpires on a distant island that used to be quite cozy and welcoming until the arrival of the Duskman, a deity of chaos that plans on destroying the world for his amusement, starting with this small isle. However, legends do speak of an ancient weapon capable of stopping him, a blade known as the Miracle Sword, which just so happens to have ended up in the hands of a young adorable creature called Stomp, which is where you come into play. Armed with the primordial armament, it is your task to take the fight to the Duskman and save your island as well as the rest of the world from his machinations. The game's setting is vast and interconnected, home to a variety of different biomes including lush forests, dark caverns and snowy mountains among others. Said biomes will be fully explorable and packed with secrets for you to uncover, which you will do with assistance from various different tools and relics you will obtain throughout your adventure. Of special note are specific trials you will have to find and undertake in order to upgrade your blade, making your combat experience all the more manageable. I should also mention that Stomp and the Sword of Miracles will also have some accessibility options to tailor the challenge to your tastes, including a story-oriented difficulty if you just wish to enjoy the tale it wants to tell. Stomp and the Sword of Miracles has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC, with potential console releases in the future if the game is successful. Next comes Earthblade, a Metroidvania notable for being developed by the creative minds behind the critically acclaimed Celeste. Here you'll take on the role of Nevoa, a child of fate who returns to Earth after a long time only to find it's now nothing more than a fallen world. With the mystery of the cause of its collapse burning in your mind, you embark on a treacherous journey across this god-forsaken land in search of answers that will help you piece together its history and, by association, the truth of its downfall. Earthblade places a lot of emphasis on both combat and exploration, with the biomes you'll get to explore being home to a slew of different enemies itching to take you down, as well as numerous secrets and mysteries just waiting to be discovered. Special mention should go to the game's music, with the haunting tunes that will accompany you further adding to the ambience of mystery and wonder of your travels. Earthblade has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Following, we have Over the Horizon. Taking place on a giant planet called Horizon, the game thrusts you into the shoes of Ravi, a woman that has to fight her way through legions of enemies as she tries to locate her parents and uncover a conspiracy that threatens the world itself. Over the Horizon is largely focused on hectic, stylized combat, with Ravi capable of moving at incredible speed while unleashing powerful combos that deal massive damage, effectively obliterating throngs of enemies in mere seconds. Part of your destructive force is what's known as the capacitor gauge, which fills up as you kick, punch, dash, and shoot at your enemies and allows you to unleash powerful ultimate attacks that leave nothing but ash behind. Over the Horizon has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Moving on, there's Broken Hero Slime Tower. You are a slime about to embark on an epic journey atop the titular Slime Tower. Under the guidance of the tower's caretaker, you will explore the spire in search of answers to your identity as well as the reasons for your creation. Each part of the tower will feature its own set of mechanics that you will need to understand and overcome, as well as NPCs to converse with who will flesh out the world's lore. In order for you to master the tower, you will have to obtain the power of the elements, namely fire, ice, earth, plant, lightning, and poison, with each one granting you new abilities that will allow further exploration of the spire. Broken Hero Slime Tower is expected to come out sometime in 2025 and has been confirmed for PC. Farther down the path we have Fall of Gorithia, Neem's Fate. Don the cloak of a young thief as he sets across the ancient land of Gorithia in search of his brother. With a sentient, bloodthirsty sword called Veruna in his possession, our unlikely hero will have to explore the diverse biomes of the realm while fending off against the Vorid, an aggressive parasitic horde of monsters that are out for his blood. Fall of Gorithia features a significant amount of character customization, boasting 90 different pieces of equipment in the form of rings, necklaces, and shards which you can mix and match in order to tailor gameplay to your preferences. The game will also have a quest system available, which will have you completing tasks for various NPCs in exchange for useful rewards. Fall of Gorithia, Neem's Fate has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Going onwards, there's Shattered Soul. Brandish the Blade of Ireth, an amnesiac warrior that wanders the world in search of her lost memories. Shattered Soul takes a classic beat-em-up approach when it comes to its combat system, allowing movement both horizontally and vertically in side-scrolling fashion and offering a vast assortment of weapons, combos, and special power-ups that will help you deal with the legions of enemies threatening to bring your quest to an untimely end. The game boasts 5 large city regions to explore, each one filled with unique dungeons to brave, secrets to find, as well as quests to complete. A huge plus here is the fact that Shattered Soul supports local co-op gameplay, meaning that you will be able to play the game in the company of a friend, making it a very welcome future addition to the admittedly limited number of cooperative Metroidvanias available. Shattered Soul has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Continuing our voyage, there's Tiny Dangerous Dungeons Remake, which, as the title suggests, is an upgraded version of the incredibly well-received Tiny Dangerous Dungeons that came out back in 2019. Step into the boots of Timmy, a young treasure hunter who delves into a massive dungeon in search of spoils. This remake boasts twice as large a map in comparison to the original game, with a wealth of new rooms, items, secrets, and bosses, making it a worthwhile endeavor both for those who played the first game as well as those who are new to the series. To top it all off, this version of the game has been endowed with better physics, rich colors, as well as a brand new soundtrack, further justifying its creation as way more than a simple re-release with slight improvements. Tiny Dangerous Dungeons Remake is slated for release on the 7th of March 2025 and has been confirmed for PC as well as mobile devices. Third from the end we have Kentum. It's the year 10,000 and the flame of civilization has long been extinguished by the relentless passage of time. You are Kent, a man who awakens after a millennium-long nap to find that he is completely alone save for the company of a small robot helper. Confused and hungry, Kent will have to salvage food and materials in order to build a solid base of operations and from there, hopefully kickstart civilization once more. Kentum mixes the wondrous ability-gated exploration of the Metroidvania genre with the tactical thinking of base building sims, and will require of you to scavenge and build in order to survive the passing seasons, a process which involves caring for farms in order to have food, creating appropriate clothing according to present climate, and slowly advancing your technological level in order to increase your chances for success. Of note here is that dying results in a new clone of you being created, though lacking the equipment you had upon death, but whether the game will have corpse runs remains to be seen. Kentum is expected to come out sometime in 2025 and has been confirmed for PC, PS5, as well as the Xbox Series X and Series S. Nearing the finale, there's Shantae Advance Risky Revolution, a game that's been literally 20 years in the making since it first started production in 2002, only to be cancelled in 2004 and then resumed development in 2023. Shantae Advance Risky Revolution was originally planned as the second game in the Shantae series. Here we follow half-genie Shantae as she goes to battle against the nefarious pirate Risky Boots, who has a destructive plan to turn the continent of Sequin upside down by controlling its tectonic plate plates and rotating the land. Unfortunately for him, Shantae decides to fight fire with fire and adopts the same power of shifting the land around, which also becomes one of the main gameplay systems of the game. Shantae Advance will be divided into diverse interconnected levels full of secrets and collectibles, with ability-gated exploration coming in the form of the different animal shapes Shantae can transform into, which grant her different skills that will help her overcome certain obstacles on her path. The stage shift skill will allow access to previously inaccessible areas, and you will also be able to move in depth in each level by walking through certain doors, providing additional layers of exploration into the mix. Furthermore, the game boasts a 4-player battle mode for extra mayhem. Shantae Advance Risky Revolution is expected to come out sometime in 2025 and has been confirmed for PC, Game Boy Advance, PS4, PS5, as well as Nintendo Switch. Finally, we have Shadow Labyrinth, which, to everyone's surprise, is a Pac-Man Metroidvania game that acts as a sequel to an episode of the Secret Level animated anthology series on Amazon Prime. You are thrust into the role of an enigmatic figure known as Swordsman No. 8, and awaken on a mysterious planet by a yellow floating orb called Puck. Lacking any knowledge of why you're here, you embark on a perilous journey across this hostile place in search of answers, a journey that will pit you against incredibly aggressive predators which you will have to overcome in order to eventually become the apex one. As expected from a game inspired by Pac-Man, enemy consumption is a fundamental aspect of gameplay, with each foe you eat adding new abilities and skill sets into your arsenal, which you can combine as you wish in order to come up with new playstyles. There's also a good degree of exploration to be had here, since the planet you traverse hides many secrets, some of which relate to its deep history of intergalactic conflict, while others provide new powers and abilities to help you survive. Shadow Labyrinth is expected to come out sometime in 2025 and has been confirmed for PC, PS5, Nintendo Switch, as well as the Xbox Series X and Series S. What did you think of these games? Did you already know about them? Are you planning to try any of them out? Let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you wish to find more new games, I have a ton more videos in this series on my channel, so go watch those as well. On a last note, a kind reminder that if you enjoy my content and wish to support the channel, you can do so by donating to my Ko-fi page, the link for which you can find in the video description. Until next time, Soulsborne Seeker out!